There are many benefits for the in-ground stations. In-ground stations have been the accepted standard for termite aggregation for more than 15 years. Stations will be most suitable for lawns or any area that is appropriate. Large timber sizes can be used to increase the time any active termites feed at the station, and also allow more termites to be aggregated. The station diameter is 150 millimetres and the depth is 160 millimetres. The shorter depth makes for easier installation as there is less digging. An aerial can be used to find the station or assist open the station. Each station is loaded with Tasmanian oak. In-ground stations can be placed in lawns approximately 3 metres apart, or in garden areas where the customer prefers a less visible option. And they can be used in conjunction with on-ground stations.
If we have a look at our in-ground station, which we have here, which we place in the ground around the external perimeter of the property. Having a looking at the lid, we have a no-nonsense holder for our key. So there's no moving parts, and you'll see that our key is very robust. And as I said, no moving parts in the lid itself, so its action is quite stiff, quite rigid, and quite robust. The plastic that is used in the station, in the in-ground station, is UV stable, so it's not going to degrade by UV light. And every station that we have, every in-ground station that we have comes with a removable indicator, which is very useful in garden areas. And you can also, if you happen to be placing stations in a lawn environment or an area of high foot traffic, you can also have it mounted a lot lower as well. Having a look at inside the actual in-ground station itself, you'll see that we do have quite a large amount of timber. At the end of the day, it is the timber that is going to attract the termites, and a larger amount of timber or a larger amount of food source is going to attract more termites to your station. It's going to aggregate more termites there, and it's going to keep them there for a lot longer period of time. On average, we're looking at 4 times as longer the termites will stay at your station. We've also had many customers that have been using our in-ground stations that have reported back saying that they have not had to replace timbers in their stations for up to 2 years. So that's a big economic saving for you there. If you're looking at using a large number of in-ground stations, your maintenance is a lot lower. And it's also going to keep termites feeding at your stations for a longer period of time, which means essentially you can push out your monitoring checks a little further than what you may be doing with a station that doesn't have as much timber. So we're outside and we're going to install our in-ground stations. What we'll normally do is have our in-ground stations approximately 3 metres apart around the external perimeter. In this particular section, we're going to shorten that up. I'm going to install 2 stations here. That's because our next station we'll have it up on a higher level, up an in-concrete station. But here we have a conducive environment. We have a timber retaining wall, we have a timber stump, an old tree stump, and we've also got a field section. So I'm going to shorten up my station span, get two stations in here, and then my next station will be 3 metres along into that garden bed. So it's important that we backfill our hole so our station is at the right height to make sure it's got enough soil around the exterior of the station. And in this particular example, we are going to have our indicator stick or flag pointing up. So when mulch and leaves come over this area, we're going to be able to know where our station is when we come back to inspect it.